Hi guys, DriverLadyPro here. So this is a live stream video, and today we are talking about several topics, but the first topic we're talking about is LYFT has decided to do more rate cuts. And this is actually kind of a special case because what they're doing is they're cutting rates for Express Drive. What is Express Drive? It's when you get their special car so that you can you drive so many times a month, and then you get the car. You can end up getting the car for free, I guess. So it's this is using an example for Sacramento. In different areas it's different, but people in Sacramento are getting paid 58.5 cents a mile. But the people that use Express Drive, they get paid 40 cents a mile. That is a huge difference. That is a 20% rate cut. So if you take a ride and the ride ends up costing you $9.05 for that Lyft ride, you end up getting paid $9.05. Actually, if you were doing the Express Drive, you would only end up getting $7.16. So this is once again just another way that these companies are tightening their belt because they have to get closer to profitability. They are because they're being, people are now investing, they're looking at how they're cutting their pay, how their expenses. And this is just one of the ways that they are cutting their expenses. So everybody might say, oh, that's not me. I don't do Express Drive. But if you were an Express driver and you got a 20% pay cut, I mean, this is just another way that the companies are getting over on us drivers and tightening their belt on us drivers, and they don't care. Okay? So this is a live stream video. I do have more to talk about than just this. So please stay through the video. I have several things to talk about. I'm going to say hi to everybody in the house. Crispy Tampa in the house. Hi, Crispy Tampa. And Eric George in the house. Woo woo. Hi, Eric George. Crispy Tampa says go with figure, and Eric says hi, and Crispy says your color is looking good, and you are looking good. Thank you. I'm feeling healthier. So it's just a little tiny bit improvement, but we'll take anything right now, right? So let's get on to what's going on next. So now Uber is requiring you to, if you get a puker in your car, instead of just cleaning it up and getting the $150, $200 cleaning fee that you would get for losing all that time and energy at the end of the night or in the middle of your night. I've had a puker at like 8 p.m. right after dinner. So this is kind of a bummer, and I don't know how this might be because Uber is trying to give better service. Okay, that is why they do the silent mode. They're trying to give a better quality of service, because I personally believe that Uber especially is probably seeing a slump down in their higher end Ubers, like Uber Black, because these companies, they're like, well, do we take Uber Black, which isn't as good as a quality service as maybe a livery? So in addition, Uber is making people show receipts. So the problem that I saw with this is on the receipt, they want you to put details. Let me let me scroll down to what it says exactly. They want the company to put details about exactly. They said the receipt to collect a flat rate cleaning fee on Uber. And they said on the receipt, to request a cleaning fee, please submit a photo of the mess along with the receipt for the cleaning service within 3 business days. A receipt must have the following details on it: the date of service, which usually that has service details consisting with the type of mess in the submitted photo, and phone number, address of provider. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's going to be left up to us to explain what type of mess it is, because it's not like when you go to these cleaning companies that actually like detail your car. I mean, if somebody's puking on my car, I'm getting that sucker detailed, because I don't want any of that crap in my car. And if it's going to cost me $115 to get it done, that's what I'm going to do. But I don't know if they're changing the price of exactly how much they're giving us. They said, please note that for moderate messes and for incidents that require cleaning between the window, door, air vents, as described in the below flat fee guide, the submission of receipt and photo of the mess is mandatory for us to be able to issue the eligible flat fee. So we are now, not only are we losing the wonderful, howdy, Christine. I don't usually do the flat fee. I try to be a little bit smart and put nausea bags in my car. If anybody doesn't know about like where to get these nausea bags, because I have gone to Walgreens and they didn't have them. Okay, so you can buy them online, but why wait? I mean, usually when I'm out, I run to CVS. They're in the elderly section, you know. So if you don't have nausea bags, please get them, because even if you don't work the late night crowd, you're like, oh, no big deal. I have gone and picked people up from dinner that had a little bit too much wine, and then I had to drive them a long way. And if you think about it, they're in the car, and the car like moves around like a boat. You know, it's kind of like when you're drunk, you're kind of like getting seasick almost, because the car like jiggles a little bit. And these people, it's very, and not all the time are they going to make it out the door. But personally, my car is new, but even if I didn't have a new car, I don't want to drive home with that mess in my car. I don't want to smell it, because guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to get sick too. So I just don't want, and I don't want to think about what has been done, you know, because that's going to stay in my mind. So the best defense is a good offense, and get yourself some nausea bags. They're like $6.50, and the customer will thank you. So we got more people in the house. I don't know if I mentioned Christine in the house, and Laurie Adams. I apologize if I'm not pronouncing your name right. I hate it when people call me Martinez, Mandy Martinez. Adams in the house. I hope it's okay I call you Adams. M. Sawyer in the house. He says, I always roll with the puke bags, the barf bags. Little blue puke bags. What the F? He says. I've had to do it twice for vomit, and Lyft only gave me $100, but I went to get it clean. The cheapest I found was $110. Yeah, the guy by me is $100. The place around me is $110. I've picked up, guys, 3 sheets to the wind at 8 p.m. on Tuesday. Yeah, exactly. And then now he says, now I have nausea bag. That's from Jim Seagull. Hey, Jim Seagull in the house. Griffin in the house. He says, bring back the wallpaper. This is a new thing. If you want to change what I have in the background. This is just a dollar store sheet. The other one I thought was really dark. This one brightens my face. Okay, the other one was really dark. If you want to change the sheet, be the 100th one to hit the like button. So we got 18 people in the house and we only got 6 likes. And now we got 19. Okay, so we have, he says, no, what the F means for the win. And then Juan Hernandez. Hola, Juan. Hello, Juan. Beacon of Light driver in the house. He says, hey, everyone. And then Griffin says, it looks like wallpaper, but it's not a. No, I'm cheap. It's a dollar store shower curtain. Evan Cook in the house. So let's get on with what we're talking about. I don't want this to lag too much. We said hi to everyone. So there we have a whole list of things here today that we're going to talk about, and then we can blah, blah, blah afterwards. So I don't know if some of you guys know this. They've done it here in Chicago. It seems like Chicago is our test victims. They don't have the personal prime time zones anymore for Lyft here in Chicago, at least. And this is coming to a neighborhood near you. So instead of getting personal prime times, and I can't show you what it looks like, they give you a go to the pink. They give you a little pink square. And they want to try to get you to go to the pink square. And of course, it has the surge like the surge that they had on Uber. So instead of seeing like a 2x or 1.3x or whatever they had for Lyft, I didn't do Lyft a lot. 70%, 75% prime time or whatever. They don't have that. Now they have like $1, $2, $5, but yet they're still charging the passengers the same fee. So, it says, under the scheme, the classic pink heat map you are used to seeing gets replaced with demand maps that show where there is a demand for riders, not prime time, at least not for you. Okay, but it is for everybody else. They charge the customers the exact same thing. And this is Uber's way, this is Lyft's way. Once again, they have to become profitable. Top Speed, hey Tony B, Top Speed driver in the house. Marquitos Pino. Finally, DriverLadyPro. Live. Hey, I'm driving Dane. Woo woo! In the house. Thank you for joining us today, y'all. Thank you. Thomas Cass in the house. Woo woo! He's from Boston. Yay, Boston! We had a awesome turnout for from Boston people. The Boston people seem to know how to get things done. When we're calling them to talk to them, I'm talking about when we did the Uber strikes, and when we're talking to them, they get crap done there in Boston. They don't play. They already got like a guild, and they ain't playing around. So Boston, woo woo. Why Juan asks, why doesn't what? Tony B, all right, everybody, Tony B is our junior passenger, I would say, and Tony B is about to graduate. He is going to be a high school graduate. So everybody say congrats to Tony B. Woo woo, he's getting real close. I'll be going to a graduation party soon, maybe that, or we'll just be going for dinner or something. Seashell in the house. Woo woo. And then he says, why doesn't everyone actually stick to the strikes and not drive? Not everybody. First of all, it's about building the momentum. Okay, not everybody got the memo. Okay, there are 80,000 drivers. Okay, some of them are like, you know what, dude, I just want to drive. Some of them are like, I got to take care of my kids. I have to worry about my kids. Some of them are under the notion that if they make $100 a day, that they got $100 a day. They don't think about, they don't know yet. They haven't been doing it long enough. They don't know that when they're caught on the side of the road and they have to repair their tire, or they have to put $1,000 or $2,000, God forbid, in their car, that is supposed to be coming out of that $100. So you don't actually make $100. You know, you got wear and tear on your car, and you can't actually sell. I have a 2017, has 80,000 miles on it already. That's like at least 3, 4, 5-year-old, no, at least a 5-year-old car, at least, because my warranty ran out the first year I had it. So Jim Seagull says, and I got kids to feed. And here's the other thing. Here's another reason why people don't show up at the protests and the strikes, because they have other jobs and they only do this part-time just to make a little extra cash. A Beacon Light driver says, top speed, Tony, no problem. Congrats, Tony. Woo woo. And Tony says his Ford B Edge has 81,000 miles. His Ford B Edge is a 2008, and I have a brand new 2017, and he has 1,000 more miles on his vehicle. That is what it's like. So Juan says it doesn't help the situation though. Okay, what does help the situation is, when we did the strikes, we ended up getting a lot of media attention, and all of a sudden it started to become more popular for people to join the strikes. And people were like, wait, maybe we should do something about this. People were starting to go, oh, maybe we should jump on that bandwagon. But a lot of people before that, they were like, oh, look at Mandy over there. She is doing that striking thing. And now the tide has started to change. Surge clubs are going to have to be more common practices, and they aren't violations of terms of service. I'm supposed to have 165 miles, he says. Seashell says, thumbs up, everybody. Woo, woo. All right, so Hernandez says, I have a 2016 Nissan Altima, and I got it 2 years ago with 35,000 miles. Now it has 142,075 miles. Whoa! So we are putting these cars into the grave so much sooner. And those Nissans, they last forever and a day. But it sounds like we're going to end up using them up in like 3-4 years, and then and they're supposed to last at least 6 to 10 years at least. Did I tell every passenger I picked up about it? Okay, so let's get on. Let's get on. There's more information I have to share. Okay, so we have talked about the Uber offering the quiet mode, and they're talking about how some drivers like it, some don't. I guess it's kind of like, well, it's about a quality of service. Some people like knowing ahead of time if their passengers just want you to be quiet and they want assistance with their luggage. Personally, I don't know about you, but I learned the hard way when somebody broke my trunk latch, and I go out there and make sure at least make sure they put all the stuff in my trunk properly. But it is kind of nice because it says it'll tell you if they want to listen to music, or that's what they said. It says so. So this is what it says right here about it. Let me just say this. These customization options could be also potentially be a a way to sell extras that can be used to strengthen drivers' earnings. I don't know about that. I have a whole article up tomorrow. Okay, we don't care about that. About my idea. Okay, she's apparently the person that wrote this is punching her next article. I think it's likely to bunch of ex-airline industry types are working at ride-hailing companies now. Maybe one day you'll have to pay $25 to check more than a carry-on in your Uber. So I guess that might be true. I like that part. So the next thing we got to talk about, there's all kinds of stuff. So this is the big thing that we are talking about, and I'm glad you stayed through this this long. Okay, if any of you all know, if you are a driver and you've done your taxes, you know if you've made less than $20,000, you get a tax form, and it really doesn't say how much you made. It just gives you a little tiny bit of information, but it doesn't even say how much you made. And what the IRS is really ticked off about this, and they are working on changing legislation. Apparently, Uber has found another loophole. The headline to this article is a little scary, but the story shows the IRS is starting to eye the taxes of ride-hailing drivers with a heavier interest. It's probably won't be the last we hear about the IRS taking a look at ride-hailing and gig economy operations. As a means of cracking down, the legislation would force Uber and Lyft to report to the IRS any amount driver contractors earn over $1,000 in a year, rather than the current $20,000. The threshold is likely responsible for billions of dollars in potential tax discrepancies. So they said there was like 65% of Americans did not claim their income because Uber didn't give them any income. Uber and Lyft didn't give them any. When I show up to get my 1099, because I just go right down there, and guess what? They don't even say how much I made. He says, do you have moderators for your channel? Yes. He says, we can help boot trolls. Mandy, okay. He says, yes, Mandy does have moderators. In fact, I shouldn't, and I don't think, isn't it United States freedom that they are controlling talking in your cars? Exactly. But here's the thing. If you are an employee, you cannot get on social media and trash talk your job. So I don't know if they will, and I don't know if people will we'd have to have a lot of people, and I don't know if the class action lawsuit would do anything, because a lot of times class action lawsuits, what you end up getting is a $20 check. For a class, and it doesn't really hurt the companies, and they don't really change. So I don't know what right now, because of the arbitration clause, and this is kind of a loophole that Uber's got us in. They make us go to arbitration, but now they're not even. But arbitration costs $1,500. So, but that's a lot of money for each person that they deactivate to go to arbitration. But yet, at the same time, they're not even showing up for these arbitrations. Okay, and they just settled before the IPO, so it wouldn't be a big scandal. But here's the thing, and this is what I wanted to point out. It was a scandal that they are paying their driver, and it is a scam. You don't want to be going in, people knowing that you're paying your drivers unfair. Isn't it United States Freedom? Okay, wait. Beacon here, hey, or Beacon, yeah, but they aren't here right now to kick the crazies. I haven't seen any crazies. I would kick out some crazies if I could. So far, I don't have a lot of people in my room. I have 15 people in my room. If somebody does some crazy crap, woo, then I can kick them out right now. I know. Boot out the trolls, he says. We need more moderators, says Jim Seagull. Well, okay. Now, here's the deal. The moderators, I don't want you to be kicking people out just because you have a personal vendetta. So I kick Uber around on Twitter daily. Yes. So one thing I use frequently is hashtag Drivers Unite, hashtag Pay Drivers Fair. This is something Uberman started a long time ago, and I don't know how popular it is right now. And it's not FAIR, it's FARE. That is a play on words. And so if you want to use a hashtag, I always continue to use that hashtag, Pay Drivers Fair. So we got BFW in the food delivered in the house. He said they bought out even the judges. Yes, you know who the Federal Trade Commission used to be? He used to work for Uber. So right now we're kind of screwed. Did you see the Afterpreneurs video earlier today? The topic could very well unravel Uber and Lyft's ability to control the rates. Well, here's the problem. If you listen, I did. Yes, I did. I am a contributor. I'm a what do they call it? I contribute money each month to the channel to make it run well. And so I really have always enjoyed the Afterpreneur. I know people are like, oh, he's so negative, but I really enjoy his passion. Okay, that's my thing. And there are other people that do enjoy his passion. And I don't feel like it, oh, it's negativity. I feel like it's passion. And he gets passionate about Uber and Lyft. And so do I. I get super passionate about Uber and Lyft. So, and yes, there is I listened to the whole video, and basically what it got down to was in the current administration, because the Federal Trade Commission, the guy that used to run it, or the guy that runs it is like a buddy with the Uber. Be under the current administration, we cannot get over on this. But as drivers, I don't think right now would be the time. But if you all know, I am still going and shaking hands and talking to my congressman, and you should too. I'm talking to food delivery drivers. I'm talking to bus drivers. I'm talking to all drivers. Okay, all. If you are a independent contractor, you should be talking to your congressman about the inequality that goes on with Uber and Lyft. And one of the key things is that they are setting, like what the Afterpreneur was saying, it's not just that they control us with the app and they say, we don't control you. But the fact of the matter is, if we are independent contractors, and this is something we've been saying all along, then we should be able to negotiate our own terms, including setting our own rate. So now we got only 14 people in the room, so I do want to get on and talk about other things in this article. This is let me read a little bit about this $20,000 threshold. he said, the $20,000 threshold is likely responsible for billions of dollars in potential tax discrepancies, says the Treasurer Department Inspector General for Tax Administration in testimony before the House Ways and Means Committee this month. It probably makes sense to close the loophole. It's a loophole. The companies don't get punished for not reporting this income, and Uber already reports it anyways. Otherwise, more drivers will just run afoul of the IRS when they get audited, and the only people that will suffer are the drivers who did. So I don't understand how we are running afoul when what the tax papers that they give us do not tell us how much we made, and so we can't put it in our tax return. Okay. Oh, and this is just talking about it. This last one is just talking about the germs in the back of your Uber ride. Apparently they're more, and they're not as much in a taxi, which is, they said they don't have enough information about it, and we're like, eh. So that is the big hoorah that I wanted to tell you about what all is going on in the ride sharing community. So Beacon of Light says, thank you, Mandy, for making me a moderator. Yes, no problem, dude. And please do not, get angry at somebody because they said something wrong to you and kick people out. It's about kicking people out that are being trolls. They're saying, and I don't want naughty language. You don't have to kick them out if they're saying naughty language unless they continue on and on. But this, it should, it should, in this live stream, it should be deleting any of your naughty language anyway. So M. Sawyer says no receipt required. Exactly. And we're supposed to get all this information. We're not doing anything wrong, and I don't know how they're just going to have to change the laws. I just did the Rideshare Driver United petition. Woo woo! Yes. By the way, guys, please check out in my description. I do have petitions in my description. I have tons of helpful information, including nobody ever looks at it, but at the bottom, I do this app, and it's like a walking app, and I put it in my car, and it'll log my steps in my car. And I mean, it takes forever, but it takes forever to get up to, I want to get up to like 20,000 steps, or, something like $20,000. I mean, so it does take a long time, but shoot, what am I doing? I'm just turn it on every day, and let it collect my steps. Anyway, maybe someday I'll have a few grand or something. Mandy, I totally understand. Kevin Cook says, smash the thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Yes. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you coming and supporting the channel. And anyway, I really don't have much else to talk about. I had a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. And pretty soon I do have, it's 9:11, and I'm going to have to go get the spouse pretty soon. So we can talk for about, maybe 10 more minutes, and then I'm going to have to hustle. So we only have 20 likes, guys, and we're trying to go for 100. Now, if you're watching this live stream video and you happen to be the 100th like, then please make sure you hit the comments below and let me know so you can pick the new background. I was saying it yesterday, but I had a white background, and yeah. Jim Seagull says, smash that like button. Yes, thank you, guys. You are so wonderful. So, anyway, I just wanted to come on and see my peeps. I look forward to spending time with you guys every day. Of course, sometimes if, I'm going to try to hit every day, but the only reason I might not be able to hit is if I'm not feeling well. But as you guys know, I went for almost a month and I barely put out any content. And that was because I was getting better, but I have been feeling better. And everybody's like, how are you feeling, Mandy? I'm feeling a little bit better. And I'm actually able to get a few more things done around the house than I did before. And I'm contemplating driving again. I haven't driven in a while. I haven't driven since April 4th, but I'm contemplating doing maybe a Friday and Saturday night type deal. I don't know. I really love doing 9 o'clock at night, but I really want to be home early. So maybe I'll just do a few hours. I don't know. We'll see. So, question of the day. I had a question of the day and I forgot my question of the day. So are you, let's see, we'll try and come up with one. Next time I'm going to write it down. Oh, by the way, if you are, let me just give this shout out to Collision World. Collision World fixed my car, guys. They give me excellent service. I just had my car. I talked to Ed from Collision World yesterday. Woo woo. All right, so Collision. If you talk to Ed, I don't know of an Ed there. There's an Elvin and there's a Paulina. So, but maybe you talk to Elvin. But Collision World is giving free inspections, and the reason why they're doing this is because if you find something majorly wrong on your car, then you can get it fixed. And you guys, so they have if you have full coverage insurance and you need a loaner, they will provide a loaner. They have rideshare loaners there. If your car is like, you don't have full coverage insurance, you don't have money for a loaner, I think it's like $400 or $500 a week till you get a car, which seems like a lot, but if you rent a taxi, it's at least $400 or $500 a week. Have you contacted Dreams and Cancer Treatment Centers of America yet? Not yet. That's you know what? I haven't even sent out. I have a lot to do. I will do that. I will do that, Christine. I will. I promise. But I haven't even sent out my. I'm still walking a long way because I haven't sent out my handicap sticker thing yet. So he said he's the owner. Yeah, you probably talked to Elvin instead of Ed. Elvin is an awesome dude. He's really, really kind, wonderful person. But all the people there are really nice. And they're giving out free inspections if you are in the Chicago area. Another place I would like to, and these people don't give me money for this. They don't give me money for telling people about this, but I do want to help you guys out. You know, this is what it's about. I don't feel like it's King of the Hill where you get to the top of the hill and you push everybody off. No, I feel like you get to the top of the hill and you help others to the top of the hill too. You know, that's why people, a large portion of YouTubers, and they realize that. They're like, okay, come on up with me. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it is a competition in a sense, but it is a competition in a sense. But all right, Dark Angel Towing. If you are in Chicago and you get a nail in your tire or something happens to your vehicle and a Dark Angel Towing is open 24 hours. I have gotten a screw in my tire, and it is on the west side. It was like a good 20-minute drive, but I went over there. It was a busy night. I went over there. They fixed it. $25, sent me out the door. And the kid at the desk, oh, I heart Critverse in the house. Woo woo. So yeah, she said, looking good, girl. Thank you. I told everybody earlier, yes, I am feeling better. We have been talking. We had several topics that I covered today. I can't make 15, 20 videos, so I'm trying to do them all in one video. It would be nice if I could do like 15, 20 videos, but they were short stuff. Christine says, hi, I heart. So anyway, I am about ready to wrap this up. It's getting late, and I have the honey-do list every night at sometimes 9:30, sometimes 10:30. I have to go pick up my spouse. I have the honey-do list. So if hang in there, I heart, says Christine. Hanging in there. Yeah, you know what? All you can do is your best. So everybody, okay, doing the next right thing. Anyway, hustle hard, but hustle smart. And why no super chat? Because I have to have more subs or something like that. But I did get some kind of special way of chatting with people now that I didn't have before. I used it once. Drive safe and have a good night. Have a good night always. Make sure you check the description, folks, for extra helpful hints and information. Please sign the descriptions to help your rights as a driver. Sometimes we know you can't stand with us at the demonstration, but please at least sign the petitions, and hustle hard, but hustle smart. And if you don't hustle smart, take your broke booty home. DriverLadyPro out. Hasta la vista, baby. Have a great night, folks. Stay safe.